Hi everybody, it's Stephanie Grams, the Memory Bear Business Coach. I help sewing enthusiasts go from hobbyist to sewpreneur. You can get your free sewing business ebook when you sign up for my newsletter at stephaniegrams.com. So today we are talking about the sewing business plan specifically for Memory Bear and sewing Keepsake business owners. But if you are interested in being a sewing business owner, by all means, you can follow along and fill it out, whatever works for you. So a few days ago, we went over the identity, and you want to include in the identity anything that makes your business stand out from somebody else that's offering similar or same services as yourself. Today, though, we're going to go over the problem. So if you signed up for my February newsletter, you should have gotten a printable, and I don't have the blank one, but it kind of looks like this, all right? So if you need the PDF, or not the PDF, if you need the digital one, let me know, and I'll include that. I'll probably just include that in the newsletter that's going out today. Oh, and today is February 9th, 2022. All right, so the problem, you need to include testimonials because the testimonials tell others how you solved the problem for the other person. You can include studies. So if there's some kind of something special that you do in your sewing business and it's been part of a study, you can include that. I have a very generic example for you, and you can take this generic example and you want to make it your own. Don't copy this for your own because it's, like I said, it's very generic. Basically, the problem is people are looking for high quality keepsake gifts using their favorite clothing. That's very generic. Like I said, you want to take that and make it your own. Make it specific to your customers and to the business that you own and run. So incorporate testimonials, incorporate studies. You do not want your business partners or even yourself to guess at what the problem is that you solve. Like I said, even if you're in business by yourself, for yourself, having this business plan written out and kept in front of you helps you stay on course. It helps you stay focused on why you're doing what you're doing. So when I owned and operated a virtual assistant business, I did that for over 15 years. And I went by different labels like online business manager, marketing assistant, publicity assistant. But the umbrella of my title way back in the day was virtual assistant. Now, obviously, you know way more about virtual assistants today thanks to what happened 2 years ago. But prior to that, people heard of a virtual assistant and they looked at me like, so is that a game? So you help people play games? They thought back then that it was a virtual reality type of business. And I had to explain to them, no, I am just like a secretary. And I had to like come up with what I was to explain to them. And a lot of times I just wasted so much of their time stumbling over the explanation. And the explanation could have just been summed up by saying, I solve your website problems, right? I work in my own office and I solve your business problems. I solve your WordPress website updating problems. Like I could have just said something similar, but instead I thought I had to really go into this deep explanation of what I would do, how I did it, and nobody was interested in that. And it's the same thing for today in your sewing business. Just come up with a very quick response, very to the point. I turn your clothes into a family keepsake. You can just do that. We will, as we go over the business plan for the month of February, we'll get to the point where all of these pieces fit together and they make sense. But for you, for today, this is your template. This is something that really only you will see. And you can definitely build from this. This is a one-page business plan. I have at least 5 pages for my business plan. Let's see here. I used bright color, cotton candy color pages. I don't want you to be able to read it. But this is half of the original business plan. I have the other half. I think it's still in my binder. Let me show you here. If you've looked at any of my videos in 2022, you've seen an in-depth explanation of this is my business binder, right? And you can buy the same inserts that I use. They're in my Etsy shop. And I still have the sewing journal 12-week planner. That's still listed in the Etsy shop also. I use both of these together, but they're in separate binders. When I sit down to work on a project, this is where the details of the project go. And then when I sit down to plan my project and how it fits into my business for the year, this is where it goes first. So definitely, if you're interested in following along where it will make more sense, you will want to buy those. And I'm trying to see if I have the other sheets. I actually wrote the whole business plan on this type of fluorescent paper. I bought this, I think, at Walmart years ago. They might still even have it. It has other colors with it, like orange and yellow. But anyways, this is so it stands out from everything else because this is my go-to. I flipped through the original 5-page plan. Let's see here. Oh, 6 pages. It's 6 pages. And I pull information from this to fill out this. And they all work together because my business goal is to expand in 2022 and to be in 2 different states. And like I said, over the course of the year, I will explain to you what I'm doing. And here's the other colors. There's yellow, orange, and then I already showed you blue. So all of this became 1 page. So it's not like you have to stick to 1 page. I expand and expand and expand. But I always stay focused, and that's why it's really important to have your 1-page business plan in front of you. And you know, I would have benefited from using the 1-page business plan when I owned my virtual assistant company years ago. So if you're watching this and it's not sewing, but it's a different business, definitely look into having your 1-page business plan. All right, guys, it's Stephanie Grants, a Memory Bear business coach, where I help sewing enthusiasts go from hobbyist to sewpreneur. Have a great day. Bye.